Hello everyone, today we're going to do an experiment on the extraction of chlorophyll using column chromatography and the paper chromatography. To begin with the experiment, a leaf sample was collected randomly from the surrounding, which was then taken into water and grounded into paste using pestle. With the addition of few ml of acetone to the paste and grinding it more to get a dark green extract to be used for the experiment. By placing a cotton into the extract to prevent solid materials from coming, the dark green liquid extract was drawn out using dropper and transferred to test tube, and this process was repeated until the test tube was half filled. 2 ml of n-hexane was measured and added to the dark green liquid extract, which is then capped using thumb and inverted for several times and let to stand, and it got separated into 2 different layers. To carry on with the column chromatography, a column chromatography solvent of 70% hexane and 30% acetone was made using 7 ml hexane and 3 ml acetone. 5 test tubes were cleaned and kept ready for the collection of different colored pigments. Dissolved 1 gram of silica gel in few ml of hexane to get a slurry. A column was prepared by placing a small plug of cotton at the bottom of the column and then clamped it to a stand. Pack the column with silica gel suspended in hexane. Added the hexane acetone solution on it to prevent it from drying up. Then, as the level of solvent reached the top of the column, took a few ml of the dark green liquid extract on the top from the 2 layers obtained earlier and added it to the column. Continued adding the 70% hexane and 30% acetone solvent to the column until the end of the collection of the pigments by letting it get drained out from the column. As the pigments started getting eluted from the column, collected different colored pigments in the different test tubes kept ready for the collection. A yellow colored pigment got eluted first and was collected, and it was followed by the elution of green colored pigment. Continued collecting different colored pigments in different test tubes, and then a dark green, light green and a yellow pigment was obtained. Now, to carry out the paper chromatography, took a chromatography paper and measured its length and breadth in such a way that its length and breadth do not touch the sides and the bottom of the cylinder being used. The paper chromatography is mainly carried out to determine the RF value of the 3 pigments we got, which can tell which pigment really is the chlorophyll. Now, after measuring the length and breadth of the paper, it was cut using scissor. After we were done with the cutting, measured 1 centimeter from the bottom of the paper and drew a line using pencil. And then measured 15 centimeter from the line and drew another line. And after that, spotted 3 dots on the line which was drawn 1 centimeter from the bottom of the paper. Then 1 drop of each pigment was placed on the dot spotted with dark green pigment on the dot labeled D, the yellow pigment on the dot labeled Y, and the light green pigment on the dot labeled L. Pour around 20 to 30 ml of acetone to be used as solvent and placed the chromatography paper into the cylinder such that the bottom of the paper touches the solvent. Watch the solvent level go up and the pigment being carried by the solvent, and as the solvent level reached the 15 cm line, calculated the distance traveled by the pigment, and hence the RF value was calculated using the two values.